Hello guys and welcome to another trading week. We're going to be analyzing the gold charts again. So now last week, this was what we told you guys. We told you guys to look for something of this nature, right? That we're going to be seeing most likely either a break above, then it might come back down here to retest and then push up, or you wait for a break below, retest and then push down lower. Now fortunately for us, gold maintained its bullishness, right? And I told you last week that we were in on some trades somewhere around here. These were some of the last trades we took somewhere around here, right? We had an entry here, we had an entry here, we had another entry up here, right? And this last one here was the tightest stop loss for a reason, right? And price moved up significantly, but then came very close to the entry. Nearly took me out of break even. But we've been holding this trade now for about 3 weeks now. So let's see. So in this new week, what are we going to be looking out for? Make sure you watch this video to the end to understand my view on the charts in this new week. So let me delete this. Alright, so guys, so let's start from the higher time frame. Let's go to the monthly. Looking at the monthly, we can clearly see that gold is overall bullish, right? And so what do we look for? We look for majorly buys. Okay, and it's looking like the month is going to close quite bullish, and that's a good one. It means that gold wants to continue its push up, right? So now looking at the weekly, let's go to the weekly, right? So looking at the weekly, we're saying the same thing, right? You can see as gold pushed up, gold came back down, rejected down, was a pullback, and then it looks like it has resumed in its bullishness right here. And that's not bad. Remember what I told you last time, last video. I don't want to start going through all that again, but if you can't remember, if you didn't watch it, go watch it so you understand how I broke down everything. I explained to you what you should be looking out for in the next 1 year and next 2 years. But everything depends on how November and December closes, especially December, right? So it was looking like it's going to close quite bullish, so meaning to say we're going to still see some bullishness, right? So let's go to the daily now, or rather now in this next week, what can we expect? We're still going to be looking for buys, right? So seeing that this last week closed quite bullish, we can be looking for price to come down to at least the 50% of the previous week, which is going to be somewhere around here, 4138 level thereabout. All right, so if you draw your fib, you'll see it will be around that 4138 level. Okay, so if price gets into this level, we could look for rejections and get in for continue adding in on the buys, right? So let's go to the daily. Now looking at the daily, still we're seeing the same thing. Gold is pushing up, looking like it's resumed this bullishness. All right, and like we said, we can wait for price to come down to 4138 level, right? And then we could get in from that point. Let's go to the 4-hour. All right, now let me just get these lines on here. So now as you can see, this is somewhat like a neckline, right? So, and if you see the 4138 level, we talked about the fib level. Now let me draw it since I brought up this lines. Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So this is where the 50% level is. You can see is at 4132 level, right? So it's just right at the tip of this box, right? So that's the 50% fib level. So if price comes down into this point, you could get in for your buys, wait for setting confirmations and rejections, and if you see it, you can get in. Now if you see this line, this is like a neckline level, right? So price could come down into this area and then you could see rejections and you could actually get in. Okay, now let's go to the 4-hour. Let's see what things are looking like there. Now looking at the 4-hour, something still same things, right? Now there's some things. Okay, let me put this. Now if you see this, you see that there's something here, right? So price could actually go up into the zone and then we could start seeing rejections. Okay. Another thing I would really like to see if this is going to really maintain its bullishness, I would like to see price break this level, 4244 level, right? So if price breaks it higher, if we see price go higher, um, if we see price go higher, right, and then come down lower, okay, then we might see the continuation, right? Or we could even see price reject from there and come down lower, right? But it's still mostly bullish, right? Gold is still looking bullish. But for me to be certain that the bullishness continues, I would really like to see it break this level right here. If gold breaks that level, that would be a good one. This level right there. Okay. Um, don't want you to get carried away by other lines, all right? So I just want to leave. I would have deleted some of these ones because I don't really need them, but sometimes I might want to go back and look at some things, right? So I have an idea of what I was looking at in the past, right? So now, guys, so this is just what I'm seeing, right? This is what I'm seeing. Then there's another thing right here. Okay, so we could see. Remember we said price could come down into this level and then reject from there. Price could actually come here, reject from there, and then continue to push higher from there. All right, so we could see rejections from here, or we could even see price come down lower, take all this liquidity right here, and then reject from here. Whichever one price does, most important thing is I'm just going to be looking out for buys from these key levels, right? So I'm just going to be looking out for buys from these key levels. That's all I'm just going to be doing. So let's see how it goes next week. So hope the lines aren't too much for you guys. Hope it's not too much. So let's see how it goes. I'm still holding our buys from 3 weeks ago, right? And it's looking good. Just one price to break this level. I want price to really break 4244 level and then push higher. Let's see how it goes. So that's all I can say for this new week we're stepping into. Nothing really much. I'm already in on trades that I'm still holding. So just want to see how everything plays out. I do hope you guys have a wonderful trading, right? Do hope you have a wonderful trading and make money. Peace out, guys. And don't forget to subscribe and also ask your questions in the comment section.